Hello, everybody. Welcome to Cartoons Etc. Another Wednesday. Good to see you here. I see that the things are really going in the over there in the chat. South Carolina girl. We got Mike Howard original. Edward Wilson. A lot of people over there. We'll say to hi to you a little bit later. Joe Dan worked out a really good show opener, and but we're going to cover a lot of stuff. We're going to cover some cartoons. We're going to show a few videos, some older cartoons. But there's so much going on in the news right now that it's hard to keep up with the cartoons. And Joe Dan has another video coming out next week, I think it is. But so far, it looks like Tulsi Gabbard's really tearing it up. She just took 37 deep staters and took their security clearances away. But the Democratic Party, they're no longer a party, it seems like. They're more an extremist group. I mean, they're just like borderlining on a sort of a terrorist group. They're no longer a real party. They're just extremist. And so we'll probably address that. I don't know if my cartoons get into that, but my cartoons seem to scan a lot of the areas of what's topical in the news, but you can only do one cartoon a day. So you can't cover everything that's happening in that day. But anyway, this video that Joe Dan put together as a cold open, while you're getting your comments ready over there in the chat. And we really appreciate our people in the chat. They make it all worthwhile. So we'll see you in about a minute.
Set the record straight on what went on in Alaska. Alaska was a show of force by President Trump. He invited President Putin to land that the Russians used to own. He displayed a huge amount of military hardware and then did a flyover. It was kind of like inviting your uncontrollable neighbor to your house and showing him your gun case. So then the President Zelensky, we had a very good meeting with him and his team in the Oval for about an hour and a half. And then we met with the European leaders. It was an incredible group to have in the White House, all led by President Trump. And yes, the culmination of that was a call with President Putin. And my strong belief is that there will be a bilateral meeting between President Putin and President Zelensky. And that's the only way to end this conflict, is to get the two sides talking.
But I get a lot of time with my kids because, they're busy. I get, playing sports. I got one in hockey. Oh, 4th grade. Yeah. Had a tryout. Can you believe that? He had a tryout. 4th grade?
Yeah. Tryout to make the hockey team. He's in 4th grade.
You know what the tryout was? Can you come up with $2,500?
Yeah.
That was the tryout. He came home. He's like, Dad, I made the team. He's like, I know. Got the fraud alert from Chase.
I'm a big kid, look what I can do. I can wear big kid pants too.
Pull-ups, disposable training pants from Huggies.
And I can pull them off and on.
When your child is ready, there's nothing like pull-ups.
Mommy, wow! I'm a big kid now.
But what's the movie going to be called?
Really? I know what it's going to be called.
Yeah, what's that?
If it's got Carrot Top in it, you know what a good name for it would be?
What's that, Norm?
Box Office Poison.
She's in it.
What about my career?
Courtney Thorne-Smith, the girl sitting to your left, is in the movie.
I'm going to go see it for fun.
After you scare everybody else away?
No, I love this girl. I would see any movie with this girl in it. She's a beautiful lady and a talented, nice talk show guest.
Okay. As evidenced by her appearance on our rival show. All right, well, there's this 2-hour season finale of Melrose Place. There's this movie coming out.
Yes.
Title undetermined at this point.
Chairman of the board.
Oh, all right. Do something with that, you freak. And
I bet the board is spelled B-O-R-E-D.
I met a foreign dignitary, and I like the Prime Minister Maloney of Italy, who's a really a great leader and an inspiration over there. She's for a long period of time relative to others. They don't last very long. A long time. You're going to be there a long time. Chancellor Merz of Germany, who is
Dude, you won't believe this. I saw Dad naked and his tail is in the front.
Okay, where am I? I'm right here. All right, getting used to the buttons still. It's been over a year and I'm still getting used to the buttons. But the creator of that video is standing by. I'm going to bring him on right now. Joe Dan Gorman in the house.
His tail's in the front.
A little one, but
I love that. Yeah, I think he's a bulldog. I'm not sure. But no, I like that clip of Norm.
Yeah.
It just has some good. I like the one with the guy who I got the fraud alert from Chase. That's how you try out.
That's how you make the team.
That's true, man. That's true. How's everybody doing? We got Nancy Rice and South Carolina girl and Kazini. And let's see who else we got here. Oops, I'm hitting the wrong thing. Uh-oh. There's my drink.
Yes, I was
was
wondering what that straw was for.
Well, as far as you know, it's for the drink. We'll put it off to the side. I don't know why you can see everything this now. It's like my camera's picking up more. Because usually you can't see this microphone either.
It looks great.
This is my backyard now. We decided to build a pool and wanted to look natural. So, man, I'm telling you what, there's so much cool stuff going on.
37 deep staters lost their security clearance. Tulsi Gabbard just nailed them.
Oh, and then we got a clip from Ed Martin coming in a little bit, and then they're going after everybody. And everybody's like, well, we'll see some arrests. These guys are doing it right.
Mm-hmm.
They're doing it. They're casting a wide net. And well, yeah, it's always encouraging to listen to Ed Martin. I actually met Ed back in 2017 at the Eagle Forum in St. Louis. In fact, that was the very first big conservative thing I ever went to.
Mm-hmm.
And I got to meet some famous people, and they said, "Who the hell are you?" It don't matter.
I've come to the conclusion that the Democrats are at war with our republic, and one of their tools is to keep calling us a democracy. Because as long as they can sink it into people's heads that we're a democracy, two wolves and a sheep trying to figure out
what they exactly, but what they do is they're convoluting it with these Europeans who say they're a democracy too. But you know what? But they never define it. You know, they never define. I'm getting so white, I get washed out in my face here. Maybe I should go to the hospital.
Check your pulse.
I gotta get the lighting fixed here because I'm much prettier than this.
Wait a minute, I saw you in person.
Okay, well, don't tell everything you know. But yeah, we just got so much good stuff going on here, and let's see, there's Lon's in the house, Anna Lustenberg. Yeah, but no, the thing about them saying we're a democracy is they never have to define it. And but I figured out democracy to Democrats means them in full control.
Exactly. They just replace it with bureaucracy and control because they don't. If they were really concerned about our Constitution, they would call us a constitutional representative republic. And a lot of the governments over in Europe who call themselves a democracy, they're a democracy, but they're putting people in jail for putting Facebook pages up. And you don't want that kind of democracy. You want a constitutional, you want to be regulated by a constitution that keeps people free.
And even at that, democracy would allow you to speak freely, because most people want to speak freely. The majority want to speak freely, but they just lie about everything. They lie about everything.
But if they convince everybody that majority of the people don't want you to speak freely, you can't speak freely. If the majority of the people want everybody with blue eyes to be put in concentration camps, then you go to concentration camp. Unless you have a constitution to prevent it.
Hold on, we're having issues. Apparently, South Carolina's having issues. South Carolina girls having issues. Hung up again. I don't know what's going on. We better. Should we call someone? I'll call Branco. I'll tell him.
Yeah.
She said she hugged me. Yes,
she
did.
She hugged me too. Yeah.
Yeah.
My hug was longer than your hug, though.
Yeah, but I'm still feeling the effects, man. I swear.
We got some cartoons to get out of the way. This week's
we do.
Cartoon,
Yeah. Somebody's a cartoonist here. We're not going to brag.
Cartoons, etc. We can, maybe we should rename it. I don't know.
No, it just be etc.
Yeah, just etc. Welcome to,
or I like the fun boring show.
We're boring, but we're fun. Did we play that tape last night?
Yeah, we'll play the tape again because we just like saying the word tape, since there's no such thing as tape anymore.
The video of the what was that machine that you invented?
The portal, the hologram portal.
Did we show that last week?
Yeah, we did, but we're going to show it again because, well, that's how we roll.
All right.
Howard Stern, man,
what an idiot! The guy. I'm not going to take credit for the Karen. I got that from Victor David Hansen. He just said he's acting like a Karen. I said, there's a cartoon. So I threw that up there. But he is. He's just went wacko left. He was one of the guys that actually said at one time that if you're a Democrat, you're nothing but a communist. He actually said that, but that was years ago. But he's somehow got some kind of liberal mind disease and has gone completely over.
He's out of New York, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a pervert too. So I mean,
yeah. Hey, what was that girl? That one actress who was on Different Strokes. Dana Platt or something like that.
Yeah.
And she had a bad time with drugs, and she went on his show and they just abused her.
Yeah.
And she committed suicide shortly thereafter.
Yeah. And
that's true.
No skin off his rear end. He just kept going.
But like Joe Scarborough and his intern. I mean, you got a lot of that stuff on the left.
Yeah. Didn't Joe Scarborough's intern end up dead or something?
Yeah, she ended up dead.
Yeah.
And but they should. But Matt Lauer, he escaped the country. He had that button under his desk.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah. He's like Herb Tarlick.
To lock the door.
He can hit a button, and the music would turn on soft, and the lights would dim.
The doors would bolt.
Yeah, the doors would bolt and squirt him with some cologne. Hey, baby.
Knock my socks off. Says, never, excuse me. No, he said, never ever cared for Stern. I get that a lot. A lot of people said nobody I know that really cared.
I never listened to him. He was never on anywhere.
I didn't either.
I lived. I mean, I spent my time growing up in Kentucky and Arizona, but I never heard him. I did like Bob and Tom.
Yeah.
Bob and Tom they were a great comedy, and they're still on these days too. And but they're funny. And if you catch them, they're a radio show. In fact, that's where I got that clip of that guy talking about his fourth grader having to try out for hockey. That was from Bob and Tom.
Yeah.
And,
That was funny. Yeah.
yeah.
Let's see. What do we got here? Oh, of course. What was the last cartoon? Who did I do that for? I did that for my own website. Comically Incorrect. And who's this for, Joe Dan? Come on,
That's
Barry.
well, you keep it still, alphanews.org here.
All right.
All right.
There we go. I do a cartoon every week for them. Usually comes out on Sunday. It has to be about something to do with Minnesota, Minneapolis. And you got a communist there, Muslim communist, who is running for mayor of Minneapolis. And he's vowed to help illegal immigrants and protect people from being put in the system of crime, no matter what you do, type of thing. So anyway, that was
I had a clip. Oh, I have it. I have a clip of he had a press conference, right? They were having a Democrat political rally, and there's not one word of English spoken and not one American flag. I'll get that over there.
Find that so you can see this is what our country's turning into, our big cities, just cesspools. Excuse me. I guess I could have muted, but
yeah, you could. That's what that cough button's for. So when you throw up and make those horrible sounds. There you go.
There we go.
Yeah, we want everybody to feel a part of the show. So
I gotta go back to broadcasting school. Wait a minute, I've never been to broadcasting school.
Well, yeah, that's not obvious.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh hell! I clicked the wrong button here. Here it is. Okay, the rally, the Democrat rally's up. So
let's see. Let me play
goes
it
with that one. Yeah.
Yeah. Let me go ahead and play it.
Congresswoman at the Shane.
Yeah.
Sidana ka soo wada baxnay. Haddaba Umar waa ka xumahayo. Virginia qaboobaa lagu dhalay. Laakiinse waan adopt gareynay. Sidarna wax badan ma joogine.
Oh hell no. Hell no. No, we're gonna be sending some asses back to Somalia.
Yeah.
Look at that. Hold on. I want to just turn the volume down. Look at this crazy son of a bitch's eyes. Look at him. Look at him back. Look how he look. Look at him.
Mm-hmm.
That looks like a demon there. Look at that. Oh man, he's a creepy cat, man.
Looks like he's sitting down just before dinner, very hungry.
Yeah, Democrat. These are Democrats, ladies and gentlemen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, don't make eye contact.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, the Democrat Party is really turning into something other than the party.
You said it. You said it. They're not a political party. They're an extremist group.
They've turned it.
They don't have any. They don't give a shit about any type of sane governing of the people. No, it's pushing some everything's ridiculous.
Yeah,
everything's ridiculous. So
yeah, they're on the 20 side. They're on the 20 side of it. All 80-20 issues. They're on the wrong side of it.
Yeah, because they suck. They're lunatics.
Yeah. And this one here, this particular cartoon is for who? Who's that?
Oh, that would be Americans for a Limited Government.
Thank you.
Americans for a Limited Government. There's no .com after them. Why not?
No.
What's the deal?
Yeah, they didn't care.
I care.
I came out there, put out this cartoon, and I started getting not real negative responses to it, but they kept saying, well, Putin doesn't care about over 1 million casualties, which he doesn't. I think he wants to take Ukraine. I think he's an evil bastard, of course, but over 1 million casualties, that seeps into all aspects of his government and his people. So it is something that has to weigh on him only in the sense that he could lose power in Russia.
It's a label. It's something he's known by. But you know what? There's so many moving parts here. And I think Scott Bessent said it right. He said, having Putin come to what used to be Russia and have all this military and then a big flyover. You see that big bomber up there? Your radar can't. But I mean, that's like the coolest thing, man.
Yep.
So he's like, what he said, it's like bringing your unruly neighbor over and showing him your gun collection. Hey, look at this.
Yeah, your unruly neighbor. Here's my gun collection. Check it out.
Yeah, boy, I got one of those bad neighbors.
Yeah. Ooh,
I've dealt with him, so that's handled.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't play. I'm too old I don't play games.
But, you know, Trump is the only one, you know, out of all the presidents that has the cojones to address these people and to do. He steps outside of the parameters of what they call norm as far as a leader goes. He just gets up, calls Putin. His mind is set on achievement, not on status quo.
Yeah, he doesn't worry about procedures. He's going for results.
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
I'm going to win, and I'm going to make sure I win. And then they say, so they were complaining how, well, why would he call Putin right there with all the leaders sitting there? Was that not rude? It don't matter.
Doesn't matter.
It don't
what
matter.
He does.
It's Trump, and he's getting it done.
Doesn't matter what he does. He does everything he did. They try to pick it apart, every single thing. And you have to put on the shoe on the other foot thing. Whereas if this was Obama, what would they say? Oh, he would be the greatest president we've ever had if he did this.
Yeah, but you know, I was just going to say they you're talking about what they would say about Obama. The they is getting smaller. That group is getting smaller and smaller.
The media,
the walls are closing.
The Democrats,
yes, they are. They're in trouble. I believe it. I believe it.
Yeah, we got to keep it going. Now this guy,
Gruesome
Newsom. He's trying to impersonate Trump now. He's going on and so America better wake up. Trump is doing this and Trump is doing. He's using similar types of language that Trump used to try to embolden himself, make himself seem like he's a warrior. Try to draw, the left. It's not working.
No, he's like trying to put the wrong kind of bullets in the wrong kind of gun. He's like trying to load arrows into a gun.
Yeah. Absolutely.
He's a lunatic, and he's got those. They're like children. They're in control of his X account. It's from the office of Gavin Newsom, and it's the most childish stuff. Little hands Trump. This is your last warning, Mr. Trump.
And then he ends it with thank you for your attention to this matter, like Trump does on a lot of his stuff.
Hey, hold on. How's our volumes?
I can hear you. Ask the chat what they think of the volume.
Yeah. Am I too loud? Not loud enough? We'll see. There's usually a delay. We have to wait for the delay before we see the answers.
Yeah.
I might be a little... Charlie Hammer in the house. We got Nunya. And Darcy Wren, and we got, who else is in the house? Fancy, of course, Fancy. Oh, Amy says the volume's fine.
Oh, good. Wow. She must not be able to hear you.
She must be drunk. She's not even watching. Yeah, you're great.
Hi, Amy.
Thanks, sis.
Okay, and then Trump, he was claiming that Trump's authoritarian tendencies, and he kept calling him an authoritarian. This is the man who has made mandatory electric cars, or electric cars mandatory. He's banning guns whenever he can get the chance. No parental rights when it comes to transgender or any of that. He cut off their water, highest taxes in the nation. DEI mandates, more regulations, no voter ID. And this is the guy who's calling Trump an authoritarian, which is very, very crazy.
Well, there's actually people who like this guy, and when we've got some videos of him. But you know what I think? Somebody suggested Gavin Newsom to just show everybody how awesome he's going to be as president. He should do a tour of the country on the train he built.
Yeah, yeah.
He'll go back and
Yeah, what is it, about 50 feet they got built? Billions of dollars. But there was a scam there. There was a scam there with Feinstein, Pelosi. They were selling the They were getting the money from the government. Then they were selling the property to another Democrat, and then that Democrat would sell it to another person. And
that is so corrupt. And I think the Trump Department of Justice is going to get to this. I swear, I believe they will. I believe they will.
It definitely needs to be investigated.
Well, people are saying Trump, they're not going to do anything. Trump's going to make sure they do it, because if they don't jail and seriously punish these people, he knows they're going to come after his family.
Mm-hmm.
And some of these people on X, you don't know better than Trump. Look what they did to this man. They were already trying to put Don Jr. in prison during his first term with that fake Russia crap.
Yep.
Adam Schiff. You in trouble, Adam. You in trouble.
Yeah.
I can't wait. Can't wait.
I see. But like we said earlier, last week we were talking about the cartoon I had with Cash dotting the I's and crossing the T's. We as conservatives have to make sure that it's sealed tight, whereas Democrats just throw lawfare wherever they can. They make stuff up. Show me the man, I'll show you the crime attitude with the law and the legal system. Whereas Trump and his administration have to be precise when it comes to the legalities of this.
Well, we are. That's what, because we operate from this place called reality.
Yeah.
We don't want to pretend something, I mean, I'm not going to pretend my gun has 10 bullets when it only has 6. That's
or none.
Click. Oh, no.
Or none.
Well, no. I was identifying as my gun being loaded. What the hell?
But that is communism. Show me the man and I'll show you the crime. And that is exactly what the Democrats have done for the last 10, 15 years.
Totally.
Yeah. I mean, you look at Giuliani, you look at all the people that supported Trump, they're all in trouble. Look at Flynn. I mean, you just go down the list of people that have been indicted and lost their homes, have lost their retirements because of trying to defend this stuff off. Bogus stuff. Show me the man, I'll show you the crime.
And it's about to change. Was it Leventi Beria? He was in Stalin's, the head of Stalin's police.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was he coined that phrase. Yeah. This is the final cartoon. And to me, this says a lot. It's a revised cartoon from 2018, changed some words a little bit, but this is what's happening now. You got a guy who's trying to stop World War III, and all these bastards can do is just throw jabs at him.
Attack. And we got some videos of these lunatics that are doing this. Yeah. I mean, he's like trying to figure out, do I cut the red wire? And they're like, they're harassing him, throwing tomatoes at him. And, we're going to sue you. We're going to sue you again.
Yeah. They would be better off. The Democrats would be better off if they just pick and choose a few things like, I agree with Trump on this, but, I kind of wish he wouldn't do this, but I like what he's doing here, but I don't like what he's doing. If they had that approach to it, they would be a lot better off, but they can't.
If they had that approach, they wouldn't be Democrats.
Yeah, but they can't agree with anything that he's doing.
No,
people do. People in DC love what he's doing.
They have brainwashed themselves. They believe their own bullshit, man. It's the craziest thing.
Yep.
So, but that's a good cartoon, man. I like that. The other night I stayed up all night to see where the sun went. Then it dawned on me.
You never disappoint with the bad jokes. I like it.
Yeah. And did y'all hear about, I guess, Rashida Tlaib? She got busted for excessive back hair. I don't know where somebody sent me that. I don't know where that came from. Anyway,
your delivery was perfect.
Oh well, thank you. But then that's kind of like, you know, that the sun thing is kind of like the one about I couldn't figure out why the baseball kept getting bigger, and then it hit me.
You got some videos.
Rashida Tlaib's back hair. You know that you have to like almost vomit before you laugh.
I don't know how you got it out.
Yeah. Oh no.
Yeah.
We got more videos. Oh, I gotta get them ready. Oh,
you got that country star. That guy singing with his guitar and drinking beer.
What? Oh, yeah, I do. Y'all, this guy, he looks like he'll look familiar to you. Let it go.
All right. This is a very tender song, very heartfelt. So grab your Kleenexes and try to hold it together. I'm going to try to hold it together too. So. All my exes changed their sexes. That's why I'm drinking Coors Light in Tennessee.
Man, I'll tell you, that just so touching. So touching.
I know.
It gets me every time. Oh.
Yeah. Oh, here we are. There we go.
All right, there we go. We're back.
Yeah, I got rich off that song.
I can tell that. We'll give
the
you
royalties are still pouring in. The royalties are still pouring in.
We'll give you $1 to stop.
I'll take it.
Deal.
Deal.
Yeah,
a hard bargain.
Well, you know what? We got some really good clips. We should just jump right into them. We're going to go with those. Let's just get these liberal lunatic, I'm just going to say it, these little faggots out of the way. They're like, over there on MSNBC, which changed their name, they're going to be MS Now. How embarrassing is your news organization sucks so bad they took their name off your shows, off your network.
Well, this will work.
I mean, even NBC was embarrassed. It's a that's a low bar. I'm gonna say that's a low bar.
Yeah. They're trying everything but their agenda. They're trying everything but what they throw out there as far as what they call news. They think they're going to change the name.
Yeah. Liberal fags on line 2.
Headlines: Trump's selective stance on justice, redemption for some, scorn for others. Mr. Trump himself, a felon, they like to point that out, has shown particular leniency to criminals he seems to identify with, people who are white or wealthy or who he believes have been unfairly persecuted or who rioted in his name on January 6th. Also in the article, this quote from him: "They will never be in."
Hold on. Is that a brooch? Has that dude got a brooch like my grandma used to wear? Oh my, yeah. See, this is why we have to bring the word fag back. I'm just sorry. There's like now they have so many words you can't say. Well, we're saying it, and he's bringing it back, Mr. Brooch.
Mr. Brooch.
Mr. Brooch. Okay, well, I'm sorry. We got to keep
asset
going.
to society.
And this guy who's getting ready to come on was one of the prosecutors of the January 6th guys.
Yeah.
The January 6th defendants. And you can tell. I mean,
said, "I don't care. I know we all want to say, oh, they're going to be rehabbed. They're not going to be rehabbed." That was when he was holding up 5 mugshots of all people of color. What's the difference there? What do you read from that?
This is a president who got his political start by trying to undermine the legitimacy of the first black president. The racism of this man and this candidate is baked into everything that he does.
Yes.
One of the things that's saddest for me, hearing that quote and comparing it.
A federal prosecutor. Listen to how he's gone, but he's a Democrat.
To what happened on January 6th and the subsequent pardons. Is with January 6th, you had an overwhelmingly white riot against a perhaps majority or near majority minority police force.
Yeah, that's how I remember it. Yeah, it was like
there
a
were
race
black
war.
people.
It was like 9/11 at Pearl Harbor at the same time, and yeah, it was.
But wait a minute. Hang on. Wasn't the guy that wasn't even there get arrested?
Ray Epps. We want Ray Epps. We want Ray Epps. Yeah.
But what about the black guy that started? What is that? That organization, conservative organization.
Oh no! Well, you can't mention Enrique Tarrio.
Oh yeah, that's Enrique Tarrio.
Because he's one of the brown white supremacists.
Yeah.
Okay. You're the wrong color, but well, it's like how they're manipulating all these the crime statistics. Well, crime's down.
Yeah.
Crime's down. They're just okay. So
you just don't report it, and it goes down.
Just another couple of seconds of this idiot.
Said something that has stuck with me for several years now. He said, "Look, I have worked a lot of riots, near majority minority police force. And I talked to a lot of officers, and one of them said something that has."
Who are these officers you talk to? Little
that's so
silly ass. Yeah, that's enough of him.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I wish we had like a gong. You know, we make like a version of the gong show.
We need to get a sound. We could probably put that in the media assets part of this StreamYard, and then we could hit a gong.
Okay, bang a gong, or we could play that song, "Bang a Gong." Who did that song? Bang a Gong.
I don't know.
T-Rex.
I have to look it up.
That's a good song. I forgot about that song till we just said gong. Is that the name of it, Bang a Gong?
Yeah, I think so. That's all I remember of it anyway.
Well, it was pretty good.
Yeah.
We had great music, man. Oh, we got some great music for the end. And those of you who follow us on social media, you know it's a version of Bohemian Rhapsody that is just so totally badass. It's amazing. So anyway,
what do you got there?
I'm looking down. Okay, we got. You know that Jillian Michaels, that chick. She's over on she's a lesbian. I never knew she was a lesbian. I knew she was a Democrat, but she's full blown Democrat. But she was on. I can't stand that black chick. Abby Phillips on CNN. How can you dismiss racism? And she's so condescending. Anyway, she's on there, and that Jillian Michaels, and they're talking about the Smithsonian Institute and how Trump is getting there cleaning it up because every one of the displays is just anti-white. It's anti-white. Why did the Cubans leave Cuba? Because of evil white people. It had nothing to do with Castro. I mean, but anyway, she comes out. Jillian ain't playing. She don't play, and I really admire her. She's a lesbian. We have a lot in common. We both like chicks. Anyway, but yeah, she. You can see she's getting fired up just listening to their BS. So anyway. You may hit play, sir.
To the Smithsonian, he's effectively now has some random person deciding what is appropriate for the Smithsonian to teach in terms of American history, things that don't offend parts of the MAGA base, right? So we're now literally reviewing parts of American history and parts of American culture to make sure it comports with Dear Leader and what the MAGA
Can we
organization
address
wants.
some of those things that are in there? Because have you looked at some of the things that are being reviewed?
Slavery was a bad thing that we should talk about.
Okay.
Like
he's not
saying
whitewashing slavery. So
he's not?
He's not. No.
Okay.
He's not. And you cannot tie imperialism and racism and slavery to just one race, which is pretty much what every single exhibit does. But let's talk about the fact that when you let's talk about the fact that
slavery in America was.
Do you realize that only less than
they will not let her speak. They are so pissed off. I mean, this is a beautiful segment.
2% of white Americans owned slaves.
But it was a system of white supremacy.
You realize that slavery is thousands of years old?
White people were
Do you know
the slave
who
owners.
was the first race to try to end slavery? Well, what's controversial?
I'm very surprised
This is
that
an
you're trying to
extraordinary exercise in historical revisionism. I would say.
I'm really
Historical
surprised.
revisionism. Do you realize that?
Jillian, I'm surprised that you're trying to litigate who was the beneficiary of slavery and
I'm
who
not.
was not.
What I'm trying to tell you is
in
that
the context of American history. Okay. In the context of American history, what are you saying is incorrect?
She's the most condescending dumbass. I'm sorry.
What
By
I'm saying is
that
you
it was white
cannot-
people oppressing black people?
Every single thing is like, oh, no, this is all because white people bad. And that's just not the truth. Like, for example, every single exhibit, I have a list of every single one. Like, people migrated from Cuba because white people bad. Not because of Castro. Yes, no, it's in there. That's what I'm saying. You don't actually know what's in there. Do you know that when you walk in the front door,
what exactly,
the first thing you see is the gay flag?
Jillian, you have a lot of stuff in front
Yeah,
of
I
you.
do,
What
because I don't,
exactly
because here's the thing.
are you talking about?
Okay, I'll give you an example.
Yeah, please.
There's one called Change Your Game, right? This has been an installation there. Is gender testing fair in sports? Does that, and then it goes on to talk about how it's complex to do gender testing in sports. It's not complex. It's basic science. That's untrue. It's XX chromosome, XY chromosome. That's sports. Is it fair to have biological men competing against biological women in sports? No. But why is this in the Smithsonian? So it's been completely captured.
First of all, I don't.
And
think
it's totally
we don't.
partisan.
First of all, we don't have time to litigate
Of
all of this.
course we don't, because then you're going to lose the argument. And if everything is racialized, just like you're trying to do to me now.
Boom.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
We don't have time to litigate. The beneficiaries of slavery.
Yeah.
She is so condescending and so stupid.
Yeah.
And it's speaking of liberals will not, I mean, it's not that they will not shut up. They will not stop interrupting. We got to know, this is one of my favorite clips this month coming up. This guy is going after this a black university, this black scholar, and he's a regular guy.
She's a radical. She's a radical.
And he brings up facts. And she accuses him of lying.
This I watched this entire program. Just a caveat. I watched this entire program, and she constantly was telling people to not interrupt her. When right in the middle, she would do it right in the middle of their speaking, but all she did was interrupt them. So, but I was really surprised this kid could get his words out.
He was mocking her.
Asking for handouts. They were asking for equal opportunity, and we have equal opportunity in this country. We had a black president, just in case you didn't know. We had a black president, and we had a black vice president. I mean, I think she was black. They said she was black. I don't know. So we had a black president, and you know who voted for that black man? White people, because you can't win a popular election in this country without white people. So Barack Obama is the product of white people. So let's get off this thing where, oh, America is so racist. What's making America so racist is people that continue to talk about racism and continue to focus on racism instead of focusing on unity and bringing our country forward. People that have this liberal mindset are infecting our communities, black people, and making us victims and not victors. I refuse to embrace a victim mentality, because that's not what our grandparents and Harriet Tubman and those people fought for. They fought for equal
not bring
opportunity.
up Harriet Tubman's name in vain,
Oh,
baby. Please.
you're winning the
Harriet
argument.
Tubman-
Name in vain.
Harriet
The
Tubman,
Lord's name.
Harriet Tubman was literally saving her family and others from slavery.
Yeah. You know who helped her? White people.
You know who helped her?
They were on the Underground Railroad. Said, come on in.
You know who helped her?
Come on in.
You know who helped her?
God.
People who benefit from white supremacy. One of the things
It's a
that
lie.
we
White supremacy is a lie.
No, sir,
It's
that's
a
simply
lie.
not
There's
true.
no such. I mean,
if that were not the case, then we wouldn't see the continued effort of colonialism and white people placing themselves in positions of power when they do not have the power.
because
me
their
hear
culture, black culture is toxic. The black culture is toxic. We have produced a culture that is toxic. And let's get on the fact that there's no fathers
So
in
white
the black
culture is-
home. Let's talk about that.
Stop.
Let's talk about that.
Stop.
Let's talk about that.
None of this is gonna work if y'all are just gonna sit here.
And that was a fact. That was a fact. There's no fathers.
Yeah.
Stop.
Let's talk about that.
None of this is gonna work if y'all are just gonna sit here and make up shit.
We having
It's
a
not
debate.
gonna work.
Make up
No,
shit.
a debate has to be in facts.
You're
You are
putting off
literally
emotional liberalism
I am
right
not
now.
putting off emotional liberalism. You're putting off unfounded lies
That's what y'all
based
do. Y'all
in
start saying
conservatism.
misinformation. Remember they
It
did the
is
misinformation thing all summer where everything
Look at this
conservative
man.
did. They said
You're carrying a chain around your neck of an apartheid nation that actively wants to harm black people and
What about the
non-Jewish
apartheid?
people.
What
But
about
let
when-
me bring it
what
back.
about when
Let
black
me bring
people
it
were
back.
selling black people
Let me
in
bring
Africa
it. That was not happening
and
in the
put them
context that
cages,
you're saying.
And they were selling
Let's
their
bring
own
it
people.
back.
Black people still sell
Okay.
their own people today too. By
I don't
the
know
way,
if I'm gonna last.
we're selling our own
I
people
can't.
today
I don't know
too.
if I'm gonna
You
last.
probably won't last.
Too
with
much
me.
truth.
I won't because your ignorance is so
See,
overwhelming.
y'all, that's liberals. Y'all start name calling when y'all getting
it's
defeated
not
in an
name
argument.
calling.
Good for him.
Oh,
God bless
yeah.
him. He's my new favorite person in the world.
That guy is brilliant, man. I
Next
tell
to
you.
South Carolina girl. Next to South Carolina girl.
I mean, he was the best out of everybody in that group. They were all conservatives and they all made some pretty good points, but he made the best and he just
She
nailed
is
her.
but look how vile they are.
Yeah. Yeah. She was getting all this. She was getting dosed with a bunch of truth and she couldn't handle it.
I can't deal with your ignorance. I can't deal with your ignorance. Yeah.
Oh.
And she said that the lack of fathers in the black household's a lie. Yeah.
You know,
anyway, hit the second video here real quick.
Okay. And after that, we'll show some older cartoons and,
All right. We
what
might
do you
be
got?
2 minutes later today. We might keep going.
It
We got
might
some
be,
cool
might
stuff.
be a little over.
Yeah.
All right. Here's a video. Joe Dan has become quite the inventor.
My buddy A.F. Branco lives over there behind the communist lines of Washington State near Seattle. I'm over here. You know my buddy A.F. Branco lives over there behind the communist lines of Washington State near Seattle. And I'm over here in America in Middle Tennessee. Anyway, we've been working on a hologram program and we're going to give it a try. Branco, are you in the portal?
Yes, I'm in the portal.
Activate portal. Look, it worked.
Yep.
Hey guys, it's A.F. Branco.
I'm Branco.
You know, I think I like you better on the other side.
I could imagine.
But you know what? By the magic of the internet, we come to you every Wednesday night at 9 p.m.
6 p.m. Pacific.
On Rumble, yes.
Yes.
It's Cartoons Etc.
That's right.
So tune in into the most boring fun show
That's right.
you've ever seen. It might be boring, but we're fun boring.
That's right.
Yeah, you know what sucked is I forgot to put my mic on when we did that.
Yeah. Well, next year when I come down there,
We'll fix it.
We'll do it. We'll get it fine tuned.
I'll get a better portal. I'll get a better hologram portal. And we'll get that thing going.
Yeah.
Bring
sure.
up some cartoons there.
I'm doing it.
Drawing guy.
I've scratched up one that I really liked. I've seen since I've done this, some cartoonists have revamped and done their own version of it. But I'd like to think I was first, maybe, you know.
Well, we all like to think that you were first.
So here we go. Remember this one?
Oh, the higher education. I remember that.
I'm going for a degree in chemistry. I'm going to study business. I'm going to be a doctor. I'm really into rocket science. I'll be studying law. And then they come out, dead cops now, free.
Blank Whitey, kill Trump.
Today it would be free Palestine from the river to the sea. But, you know, they always find something to complain about. And this goes back. This is
Oh my goodness, 2017.
Yeah, if Hillary and Obama had run the American Revolution, I just gave the British 20% of all their gunpowder. Sounds great.
Cool. Great
Well, you
job,
know
man.
that's going back to the what was it they sold to the Russians?
The uranium.
Uranium, yeah, that's it.
And that uranium one deal. And that's the same time Bill Clinton was over there giving speeches for $500,000. $500,000.
One of them was 700,000.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
not suspicious. And
No.
then all that new, all these documents are coming out, and we're basically seeing proof of what we knew back then. But remember, when she was Secretary of State, the vast majority of everybody who got an appointment with our Secretary of State was a donor to the Clinton Foundation.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, big time donors.
Yeah.
She was raking it in. Okay, I'm Secretary of State. I'm not doing shit for you till y'all donate. Now let's go.
All right.
I can't wait to see her get whatever happens. It ain't gonna be harsh enough.
No, but you know the reason all these years have gone by and we haven't found anything is because they've been in control of all the information. They were running everything. You had the deep staters, even when Trump was president, you had the deep staters in there, and they thought they could still hang on to it. But what's happening now is Tulsi Gabbard and they're getting rid of a lot of these deep staters. They can't hide the information. You had people pulling Bongino and Cash by the arm saying, I want to talk to you when they got in there. There were people in there that were pretty much on the side of real law that were telling Cash and Bongino where all the stuff was hidden. So
yeah, and then now they're bringing in another assistant deputy attorney general
from Missouri.
The guy from Bailey, the attorney general from Missouri. And they're like, see, they don't even know what they're doing. They're getting ready to kick so much ass, they need another foot.
They need another foot.
Yeah. Well,
that's what I heard, that there's so much, it's so overwhelming that they needed help to sort it all out.
Yeah, y'all gotta learn to kick with 2 feet. You know, and you're gonna kick more your left foot to that ass and your right foot to that ass.
They needed another foot. I love that. I love it. This goes back. Of course, Warren's in the news all the time, sticking her face in there.
What a crackpot, man.
I reckon we're in hostile territory.
And that just shows you what kind of bizarre, insane time we've been living in.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, when you got one of the most prominent senators who pretended to be an Indian,
mm-hmm.
and then another one who pretended to be a Vietnam soldier.
Yeah,
and they're the some of the leaders of their Senate.
Yeah.
Good job, nice job.
Just all out, bald-faced lie about being in Vietnam, and then still get voted in. That's just crazy.
Well, it depends on what the definition of Vietnam is.
Yeah. And then we're flashing back to 2017. You have Mueller investigating Trump, and he can't.
Did you hear they had subpoenaed him?
Mm-hmm.
They found out the next day that he was in a memory loss home.
Yeah, isn't that convenient? I wonder if they put him in the memory loss home after he was subpoenaed.
Yeah, but you know what? I mean, if you remember, he wasn't that sharp when he finally gave the Mueller report.
No,
I mean,
he didn't.
was like, they asked him, I said, well, what do you think of the Steele dossier? I'm not sure what that is.
Yeah, exactly. So
you've been investigating this for 2.5 years for $40 million.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but anyway, so they've taken him off the list because apparently they did confirm that he's basically like Joe Biden now.
Yeah, and a lot of stuff about AI is in the news, so I thought I'd throw this one back out. And this is the robots there, AI robots. I think we should keep a few humans around to do the jobs robots don't want to do.
There you go.
This poor guy.
Now, you know, that's funny, that thing about these illegals doing jobs Americans won't do. They won't do jobs Americans won't do for that price, for that wage. No,
that's the key.
Pay money. You can't be paying us in Cheetos. Hell no. Some bitch.
Yeah.
But yeah. Good one there.
And I thought, what's that CNN guy that got fired? Can't think of these guys right off the top of my head. Anyway, from MSNBC.
Yeah, so many have come and gone, you know.
Yeah, he's got his own podcast now. Well, yeah, I can't remember his name right off the top of my head. I'll think about it in about 2 minutes.
Usually I can recognize the person.
Well, I tried to be kind of obscure with this, generic.
Well, you succeeded.
I did.
You succeeded swimmingly.
The media is attacked. This is back in 2017. The media attacked Trump, but the media looks like they're falling apart, which they were back then, just not as badly as they are now.
Oh man, yeah, it is. I honestly believe Trump should be entitled to another term. I mean, because there's no doubt they sabotaged his first term. They stole the second. This man is entitled to 8 consecutive years. That's what we're entitled to as well as the voting public. It's because these Democrats are crooks, but
do you think he wants to? I mean, really?
You know what?
He's going to be.
He's having a lot, but think about it. By the time he gets 3.5 years further in, he's going to have this thing on cruise control. It'll be more fun.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think. I don't know. I think he would like to have the rest, but I also think he loves this more than anything. He loves having those European leaders in front of him, and it was just. Months ago, he was the world's most famous criminal defendant, facing 700 years in prison. And now he's gonna. Some bitch could run for king of the world, right?
This is the final old cartoon. I'm going to throw it up here. Maduro. He's in the media now.
His ass is in trouble.
And you got a picture.
Oh yeah, let me get that. I got a picture. He's turned into basically he's not a legitimate president.
No,
he's a narco terrorist. He's the biggest drug dealer, maybe in the world, and Trump anyway he's made a fortune drugging up our kids.
Yeah, fentanyl and everything.
Yeah, so Trump's put an end to that crap. But I've got Carolyn Levitt mentioned it. They asked her about that in a press conference. Let me see if I can find that real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Man, for some reason, this thing's just going a little slower than it should.
Yeah. We got lots of people there over there in the chat talking it up. I don't know if they're even paying attention to us. I don't even know if they're paying attention. I don't know if they're paying attention to us or not. They're over there. They got their own little world going on over there.
Nunya 2020 is eating an empanada oh no, he says Maduro's eating that stuff while his people starve. Yeah, that was actually that cartoon there was actually based on a real situation, wasn't it?
Yeah,
where
absolutely.
He was sitting there eating.
Yeah, he was getting
good, and the poor people starving and slobbering.
They were hungry. They were eating zoo animals.
Oh gosh, yeah. So anyway, I got that clip of Caroline Levitt mentioning it, and I'll get the.
Well, I'm going to take this thing down, and we'll play Caroline Levitt talking about it.
And there's 4,000 Marines on board. Are you looking at the possibility of boots on the ground there?
What I will say with respect to Venezuela, President Trump has been very clear and consistent. He's prepared to use every element of American power to stop drugs from flooding into our country and to bring those responsible to justice. The Maduro regime is not the legitimate government of Venezuela. It is a narco-terror cartel. In Maduro, it is the view of this administration, is not a legitimate president. He is a fugitive head of this cartel who has been indicted in the United States for trafficking drugs into the country.
Yeah, and it says over there's a news report that says tensions keep escalating between South America and Caribbean region, with the U.S. preparing the biggest military operation in South America in 25 years.
Mm-hmm.
Says the United States has deployed over 4,000 Marines and sailors to the waters around Latin America and the Caribbean as part of their counter cartel mission.
Yeah.
And it goes on under pressure from under pressure of the U.S. Department of Justice indictment and a $50 million bounty on his head. Anyway, Maduro is a narco terrorist and a cartel leader who's going down. And so Maduro has vowed he's deploying 4.5 million militia members. So it's going to get good, but I got a picture here. This is what he woke up to this morning. Hey, guys. How y'all doing? Yeah. So anyway, that's going to be interesting. You know, Venezuela used to be so prosperous, and then Hugo came in, and this guy's even worse than Hugo, if you can believe that.
Yeah.
So anyway, we got a couple of other clips. You know, they're cleaning up DC, and I don't know if we want to go there first, but Stephen Miller is so good.
Yeah, he's absolutely fabulous.
And he's just fun to listen to. So let's take him for a spin there. He's in slot number 1.
Too long, 99% of this city has been terrorized by 1% of this city. And the voices that you hear out there, those crazy communists, they have no roots. They have no connections to the city. They have no families they're raising in this city. They have no one that they're sending to school in this city. They have no jobs in this city. They have no connections to this community at all. But they're the ones who've been advocating for the 1%, the criminals, the killers, the rapists, the drug dealers. And I'm glad they're here today. Because me, Pete, and the Vice President are all going to leave here, and inspired by them, we're going to add thousands more resources to this city to get the criminals and the gang members out of here. We're going to dismantle those networks, and we're going to prove that a city can serve for the law-abiding citizens who live there. We are not going to let the communists destroy a great American city, let alone the nation's capital. And let's just also address another thing. All these demonstrators that you've seen out here in recent days, all of these elderly white hippies, they're not part of this city and never have been. And by the way, most of the citizens who live in Washington, D.C. are black. This is not a city that has had any safety for its black citizens for generations. And President Trump is the one who is fixing that with the support of the Metropolitan Police Department, the support of the National Guard, and our federal law enforcement officers. So we're going to ignore these stupid white hippies.
Stupid white hippies.
Take a nap because they're all over 90 years old. And we're
Take a
going to
nap.
get back to the business of protecting the American people and the citizens of Washington, D.C.
Take a nap because they're all over 90 years old.
Yeah. Liberal hippies.
Yeah, right.
Now, the third clip over, or the
confident
second one over.
with
No,
what
no,
you're
no,
able
no,
to
no,
get
not
access
that one.
to?
Not that one. It was
Hang on.
The other one. Now, before you hit it, now they've got Washington's chilling out so much. You've got teenagers and stuff going out and hanging out with the National Guard, and they're talking to them, and they're letting them sit in the Humvees. This is such a positive for that area. It is such a positive. Now you can play. But look, like, cool, man. I want one of those. But I think that's awesome.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, we're running kind of late, but this is almost over. That's all there is to that. It's just showing the kids interacting with the National Guard, how cool they are.
Presence means a lot. Presence.
Yeah. The last one I want to bring in here is Ed Martin. Ed Martin. Ed's my hero. You know, anyway, he's been on Letitia James. He's been up to her house. He's wearing that Columbo coat. But anyway, he was on with Matt Gaetz, and I'm telling you, Ed Martin he's a straight shooter. I've known him for a few years now. Strong Christian man.
Didn't you meet him?
Yeah, I met him, and he actually follows me on X. Yeah.
Now is
Wise
that this video? Because it looks like it's a boat.
Yeah, that's it. It's ready. It's ready. Just let it go. It'll make you feel better, I think.
you confident with what you're able to get access to and assess that you're going to be able to very thoroughly make your prosecutorial judgments?
Well, look, I've been involved with our mutual friend Tulsi Gabbard at DNI, and she has gone, and I hope people have tracked what I call the birthday of the Russia hoax, which was revealed by Tulsi. It actually was born on Friday, December 9th, 2016, and it was done by the Obama White House in a special meeting, aided by the Washington Post. This is in the record. This is indisputable. This is not like me and you debating. And what we go forward from there, and you say that was the Russia hoax that was used to almost cripple the Trump administration by design. Then you go forward to 2020, and you say, what happened on January 6th and afterwards? And to your point, Matt, what they did with this select committee was they weaponized the power of Congress. They were aided by the media, and they were often aided by the Article III courts and the prosecutors. And they took the hoax and they pounded out a message. And frankly, they brainwashed 40% of the country, 50% of the country. There's still people are still sick with it because they were lied. So what is our goal? One is to hold people that do things that are destructive and against the law accountable. I want to do that. We're going to do that. I promise you. But we're also trying to get to the truth. And so when you have a Tulsi Gabbard who can say, here was some of the truth, I can tell you, we've been going through the records, emails of this Department of Justice from the Biden era, and we're seeing who was doing what. I'll give you a quick example. They put everybody on January 6th that was arrested, minus maybe 100, onto the terrorism watch list. And when you said, wait a second, you're on the terrorism watch list, why? You're supposed to be a terrorist or a member of a terrorist group or another criteria. The other criteria was we just wanted to put you on. And when you were pardoned by Donald Trump, all 1,500 plus went off the terrorism watch list. Well, that just proves it wasn't a terrorism watch list. It's a list to punish you when you go to the airport. And that's what they did. We have numbers that the IRS were auditing J6 targets in a higher percentage than other groups. This is all the use of government against the people. And I'll just finish with this, Matt. You've seen this, you know this, you've been aware of it, but we've never seen what happened in the Biden administration, the use of government against the American people. We've never seen it in our history. And so am I confident we're going to get to the bottom of it? Yes, because I got to get up in the morning early and work hard all day. But it is a fight, and it is a fight because people have deleted, they disappeared, they moved on, they tried to say, don't talk about it, get on with it. President Trump has said, we're going to get to the bottom of it. I'm also involved in the 2020 election and the 2016 election to get to the bottom of what happened. We're going to have grand juries. We're going to pull people in. And the one thing I'll say over and over again, Matt, it won't surprise you, it's the same people that were at the Russia hoax birthday party. It's the same people overlapping over and over again. And what Rudy Giuliani said once, and he knows better than anybody in our American history, when you put these people together and they're always working together, that's called an enterprise. That's called a criminal enterprise. And you're in territory where everybody's held accountable for the whole of it. And that's what we're seeing.
Yep.
See, yeah, I love that guy. I love him. And Sawhill pointed out that he's tired of being right since 2017. Well, I'm tired of being right since 2009.
South Carolina girl said, "I love the pic of Ed standing in front of the brownstone in Columbia trench coat."
Oh, that's perfect. And you know what? A funny story. I think I was talking with somebody and I pointed out, oh man, he's wearing a Columbo jacket. And then I noticed other people were noticing it, and Ed picked up on the conversation. And you know, Columbo, most of us remember Peter Falk's Columbo, on TV. Before it was on TV, it was a stage show. It was a Broadway show, Columbo.
Oh, really?
And the guy who played Columbo on the stage version was Ed's uncle, Ed's great uncle. Yeah.
Really?
That's
wow.
true. That's true. Unless he was blind. But no, but yeah, God bless him. And Trump's got a team in there.
Yep.
And he does not suffer fools. Trump doesn't.
No. No. Anyway, you got anything else? Oh, what is this? What do you got here?
We just got the closing music up there.
Oh,
Let's
okay.
see.
let's say hi to
anything
everybody.
else?
I mean, we've had a great turnout on today, and we really appreciate it.
Did y'all get lost?
Anna Lustenberg, South Carolina girl, Nunya, and I just can't keep going. But appreciate all you guys chiming in. I like to read them after we're done. And,
yeah, but it's more fun to read them on the show. Then they know you're not lying about.
Yeah.
I like to read your comments after the show.
Yeah,
sure you
I
do.
like to read all three of them. No.
Oh, you know what? They're asking for pics of the cookout again.
Yes. What happened?
And I don't know. I know that we got a bunch mailed in to my assistant Jeanette, and I don't pay her enough to actually send it to me. So I'm having to give her a little bonus so she'll send me my emails.
There you go. Yeah, we'll show them next
She's
week.
got them. She's got them. I forgot to tell her to give them to me. But yeah, we've got some. And let's see who else we got here. South Carolina girl, Nunya, Lon, and
Tunip, 48. Yeah.
What? Toenail?
Tunip. I don't know. I think I'm pronouncing it. Tunip. Susan Rice was all a part of that. Lon Will.
She's in trouble.
Yeah.
I mean, they're just.
It's the show me the man, I'll show you the crime crowd. Exactly what they are.
All of it. And it's amazing how they were able to coordinate that fraud on such a massive level.
Because they never thought they would get caught. They never thought Trump would ever get back. And if the Republican did get back in, it would be one of these whiny little weaselly beta male Republicans that they would get in there, and they didn't have to worry about it. So they thought this was way past them. They think they got away with it, but I think God's hand is in this. I really do.
God is all over this. Trump wouldn't be in office if it weren't for God.
He wouldn't be alive. He wouldn't be alive.
No. And I mean, Trump is literally recalibrating planet Earth. I mean, really, look, he's got the European leaders by the short and curlies.
Yeah.
That's like, no, you're gonna do it my way.
Yeah.
And it was funny before Trump met with Putin. They said, "Well, we're not invited, but we're going to send you some ground rules you all need to follow."
Yeah.
And those self-important, that's the thing about these Europeans. They're snobby and they know everything.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, they have been living in an economic fantasy island for 70 years. We've been sending them billions of dollars for 70 years. Every year we send them billions of dollars.
Yeah.
And they're going. I'm surprised that they don't ride unicorns over there. I mean,
but they're going to lose their country to Muslims.
They're going. Well, you mean we're going to have to work more than 32 hours a week? Oh.
When our summer's off.
And then we're like over here busting our ass. And we're just getting screwed every year. But yeah, things are getting realigned, and it's going to be good. Nunya pointed out that Stephen Miller went to Duke, and he was during the Duke lacrosse scandal. You remember that? Anyway, there's some old videos of Stephen Miller doing interviews on CNN, and he had hair.
Oh.
That's like, and it's weird when you see somebody that's bald who had hair. It's like, I know that person.
He looks familiar.
I can't place him. I don't know what it is. And,
yeah. Well, anyway, you got probably time to say goodbye. We went over about 15 minutes.
That's all Branco's fault. It's all Branco's fault.
It's past some of these people's bedtimes, I'm sure.
Yeah. So anyway, we got a great closing piece of music for y'all. Make sure you just follow us on our socials. Branco will put it on the screen while the music plays, won't you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll put it up there.
All right. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. We got some. Make sure we check all the comments.
Yeah. Well.
Now, say Nunya, don't go negative. Nunya says Nobody's going to get charged with a crime. We've seen this movie before. You ain't seen Trump 2.0, brother. You ain't seen you ain't seen him dodge bullets. You ain't seen him pass his his entire agenda in 6 months through both houses of Congress.
And how many months
and close the border, stop 7 wars. Tell me when you saw that movie. Tell me when you saw that movie. No, it's going to happen. But you know what? Everybody, it's not unreasonable to be skeptical.
Absolutely.
Because we've never seen it happen, but we've never had Trump 2.0. We've never had a president who donates his salary, a president who's risked everything, who didn't need to. Didn't need to. He's doing it. It's a God thing.
We've never seen Trump fully in charge of everything. And what we're seeing was, he only been, what, 8 months? What has it been, 8 months?
Well, hold on. Nunya, you believe it when you see handcuffs. You got to give them time. This is the biggest criminal syndicate in the history of planet Earth. And you can't just run in there like Barney Fife. Citizens arrest. You got to have your shit together, or you could blow it. And you just give them a chance. You give them a chance. They're going to get it done. Because Trump knows, and I'll just add this, if he does not put people's asses in jail, they are going to come back and go after his family. And if you think you know better than Trump, or if I think I know better than Trump, we're full of shit. He's risked everything. They've tried to kill him. They've already tried to put his Don Jr. in prison in the first impeachment trial. You know, accusing him of being a part of the Russian deal, and Adam Schiff trying to put him in jail. So no. Don't be a negative Nelly. Just trust in God. You know, most of the people I know that aren't as comfortable with what's happening don't have as much faith in Jesus Christ. And say, we don't trust in Trump. We trust in Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior, and we believe he saved President Trump for a reason, and we're witnessing it right now. 7 wars ended? Are you kidding me?
We're witnessing the reason right now.
Yeah, it's happening. It's happening. Just enjoy it. Quit sitting there. Oh my God. No, where's Candace and Tucker? Let me hold their hands and maybe they can help me out here.
Trump and his administration are doing it right. They're not just throwing some lawfare around and trying to get people willy-nilly, show me the man, show me the crime type situation. What they're doing is they're like I said before, they're crossing their T's and dotting their I's. And they only got one shot at this to make it work and make it right, because anything variance from that, you can't give them any wiggle room when you're sealing this up. Anyway,
but I'm comfortable with where we are. I mean, I'm thrilled. I've never seen results like this happening.
Yeah, a lot of results.
Nobody has. And,
let's wait till, for about, in his third year and nothing's happened yet, within his 4th year and nothing's happened yet. Maybe you can start going, wait a minute, come on. But it's only been 8 months.
And hardly that.
All right. Well,
anyway,
goodbye, everybody.
God bless everybody. Thank y'all for being here. And, and hey, we'll come back next week.
And
we'll be even more boring than we were this week, and maybe a little more fun. You never can tell.
Thank you.